Hi, I'm Mason Hammonds, and this is Sparks of Illumination.
What day is it?
First day of band camp.
You heard that right. First day of band camp.
My name is Eden Venable, and I am the head drum major for the Pleasant Grove High School Band.
I got all these waters lined up, not one saxophone here yet.
Hey, our sides are
Make that make sense.
My name is Ty Anthony Jones. I am the lead saxophone for my saxophone group, and I'm also lead tenor in jazz band.
Eden, can you explain to me why there isn't one saxophone here yet?
It's like a skill issue.
I joined purely because me and Addison and Kinney were talking one day in the stands while watching a football game. You know, all our friends are in band. Why aren't we in band? This kind of like sucks, low-key. So we devised a plan, and with some convincing from some helpful people, you know who you are, we marched our little booties into Mr. Sutton's office and said, "Can we pretty please join band this year? It would be really nice if you would let us join." But to stay in it, it takes a whole different kind of like mentality, because once you're in band, you have before you all these people that are here to support you, all these different kinds of personalities and lovely individuals who make up what the band is. And to me, that has always been a beautiful thing.
Honestly, what I'd like to tell the band before I leave is just stick through it, right? It's going to be okay. It's going to be worth it. The pass-offs are stressful, yes. Mr. Sun can be a little hard on us sometimes, but in the end, it's worth it, and the connections we make, it's going to be nice in the long run.
I stayed in band because I really loved the people that I was working with. There were several times where I was having a hard time, with the hard schedule and lots of work that we had to do, but I just remembered that I love playing music, I love the people that I'm with, and it's not something worth giving up just because I was feeling tired.
Our favorite little tradition that we would do, it was me, her, and Alex. We called it our gangaling. Don't know where it came from, don't know what that is, but we would all hit bump each other before we went on. It was like our little good luck thing.
All right, that's okay, gang. So right now we're getting ready to leave for our first away game. I'm gonna go ask everyone how we're feeling.
So it's not my last away game, but it is my last first away game.
Hey, you
know what? I'm kind of excited.
Okay. So
This is what I call the double bubble braid. It's a double bubble braid.
Double bubble.
And it's 2 bubble braids put together in one. And then I have a gold clip.
That's so
For
cute.
Hawk Pride. Let's go.
Hawk Pride.
Elvis
What's up?
is a meatball sub.
Wait, what?
Gabriel is Italian pasta. Of any category. Carter is a turkey sandwich. A ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Eli, macaroni. Donut. Glazed donut. Casey is a candy corn. Caesar salad. Scarlet is Olive Garden breadstick. Without different Alfredo. Banks is hot dog. Kevin is grilled cheese.
What is that?
Trey is a Texas Roadhouse, and it's like the little steak and mashed potatoes. It's like the kids' meal though. Y'all want to know a joke? What is a DJ's favorite dipping sauce?
What?
Nira.
This guy. What's your name?
Aiden is Dixie Diner rolls with honey on it.
Eli, come here.
Eli's like a Slim Jim. Caden is like, like Thanksgiving whenever they like slice up the turkey like really thin. That's Caden.
No, she's a cinnamon roll.
Kevin is
Donut holes.
Auburn is
Pretzel stick.
actually yeah. She's the Auntie Anne's sweet almond with the pretzel with the caramel sauce on it.
What about
Wait,
Landon?
Wyatt
What's
is-
Wyatt?
Wyatt's a falafel.
Actually yeah. Falafel.
A falafel.
That looks calamari. What are you trying to say? Can I be sushi? Addison Prime is definitely a bagel.
So the show's title this year is Sparks of Illumination. We start the show with a drum solo, a snare drum solo by Mason Hammonds, and it moves straight into 2 saxophones, dueling solos with guard solos along with it. Those were Eldon Braza, Gabriel Allman, Aaliyah Angel, and Auburn Franklin. The next section of the show takes us into breaking us into sections. So we have a woodwind feature with rifles around that to kind of give us that color and visual that we wanted. And then it moves to the other side of the field, and you have your trumpets and mellophones featured with flags around them to give us that juxtaposition of both audibly and visually what's happening. Later on, we move into these small pods, and we have a rotation of pods that we spent probably hours working through to get those clean, along with dynamic contrast and a lot happening. A really difficult moment in the show. At the end of part one, we have our first moment with our Sparks show up, which is really an eye-catcher for the crowd. Man, seniors, we're so proud of you. I know we say that every year to every class, but this class has been really special to me because you were the freshman when I first came, and so having you buy in to a whole director change, and buying into a new culture and a new program basically, and not knowing what you're coming into, that's scary. And so for all of you guys to stick it out like you did with 25 seniors, I'm going to be honest, nobody keeps these records, but I'm pretty sure this might be the largest senior class in PG band history. And so to be able to have all you guys stick it out and all the successes we've had, and I know we've had some close calls too that we wish we could have got one more point, but all the successes we got to do and being able to march in the Alamo Dome and make it to that level that you wanted, man, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm so happy for all of you and excited for your futures, and can't wait to see what you do, and thankful for all you've given to the band program.
My favorite memory from band, probably making state. That was really cool, especially when the announcer says, "Band, you may break ranks." It's just so cool getting to hug all of your classmates and just see everyone's excitement and crying with each other. It's really great.
But when I went to the first fun camp ever that I ever went to, I looked at the music and I went, oh, this is a lot harder than what I'm used to. So my first year was full of challenges. I thought so many times, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm so tired of this. It all just made the band experience so much more fun when you know that you have a section that you really enjoy being around.
Junior year with Nostalgic, and it was the bus ride back home from San Antonio after doing the contest. It was on a charter bus, and it was like a 7-hour drive, and the air conditioning broke. It was me and Tucker fighting in this bus full of sweaty, gross band people. It was like 90 degrees in that bus, and all of our phones were dead. Everything was dead. 7 hours has never felt longer.
Gabriel had this little squishy ball type thing that was filled with like foam, and they kept playing with it, and they were not just like squeezing it like normal people, they kept throwing it at each other, and they were throwing it really hard. And I told them, I was like, you're gonna pop that in here. And they're like, no, we won't pop that. So I'm counting uniforms. Mind you, it's like 2 in the morning probably, because we usually get back late, and we stay later than everybody else does to get our uniforms situated. And I just hear, I look over, and that ball has gone everywhere. And it's all over Eldon, it's all over Luke, it's all over our uniform bags. So guess who had to stay there and clean it up? Not me, Gabriel did. Thank you.
Band has taught me resilience, and also honestly just to be yourself, because being a part of theater, I got you out of your bubble, but it didn't fully really help me have the confidence to be myself until I joined band, and I'm so grateful that I did, because I feel like if I wouldn't, I would be very just like, But it also has taught me to really practice what you're good at and put effort into it, or nothing's gonna come out of it.
I definitely feel like the intro to the show is one of the coolest percussion features I've really seen in a long time, and it was really interesting having to balance that, especially with me having to step back into the percussion set with the front ensemble. It was kind of a really difficult and tedious process, but I definitely feel like in the final run we were able to get it pretty good.
I remember one day working on your like step back for like 30 minutes?
Yes, exactly.
Just to get it like perfect and like the angle and everything just
everything clean.
So perfect.
Okay, on that jump thing, that made me mad.
Jump thing.
This jump thing that we had to do with the pole.
Oh, yes.
Because I was like, why are we having a jump? They ain't gonna notice we're jumping with this long freaking skirt on.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
You
one
can't
day,
even tell when we're pointing.
Oh, I never noticed that, but one day at practice, but nobody know because it was during practice. Like I was practicing and then I fell and busted it. But it's okay. No one knows.
While doing the
yes, yes. No. Also, you know when we go through them, I always was about to hit Ryan, and so he started going like, if you go back, you see him. He's like curving because I almost hit him like every time.
Every time.
Yes, every time.
I always remember right through there, that section being the most difficult this season for us to get clean.
But that was just amazing.
Absolutely, just that, I mean, especially hearing that long roll at the end where the snare drums are fading out and where you keep going. I mean, I definitely think that was probably one of the cleanest runs we've ever had of that, so I definitely think it was really good.
So right here, this is our first big woodwind feature, and featuring all of our woodwind players up front and off to the left. And the big challenge here was, first off, playing it, and they were achieving a very high level, playing it very well, but then we had to add in the body movement to give it that next level.
I actually really liked that woodwind feature. It was so pretty.
Figuring out how to adjust the choreography we had to what we could actually do and what was more practical with the playing, that was a big challenge, but they did a really great job pulling it off with what our end product was.
This brass feature, we added some like visuals right towards like the middle end of the season, and I think I actually did in this video an area. I think I missed the visual, and I was so mad at myself because like I had done that like 3 times, and I hated those visuals.
I always feel like the end of part 1 is just a really cool area where we got to really show off some pretty cool dynamics. I mean, not just the percussion section, but the whole band. And I feel like as the season progressed, we got better being able to blend together as an ensemble and really learn the dynamics between both the winds and the percussion as a whole. And I feel like we did a pretty good job this performance.
And I think we did such a good job with like pushing energy throughout all of it. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I don't know how much you can tell like when you're in the stands, but when you're on the field, you can just, I feel like you can feel the energy and it makes you want to put in more energy. And it, honestly, I got excited during the show sometimes.
Yes,
I would get
absolutely.
hyped during the show because I'd have so much energy and we all would be putting it all out there.
Oh wait, this visual was so tough. I loved this visual because we did the like.
Oh, the classic knee turn.
Oh no, not that one. But like where they go like. That was so cool. I know that was probably super stupid looking. But that was like my favorite visual because it just looked so funny. It was great. And I was like one of the few people who got to do it since I was right in the middle.
I remember whenever the battery would practice like their cutoffs, and they would do this like big lift off thing, and then they like turn and be like this with their drums. And it's like when they all did it, it was really cool. But when it was just like Mason and his snare drum and the band all doing it, it looked so dorky.
Honestly, band has taught me how to be more of myself, be more confident in myself instead of, oh, hey, like I could actually make up a conversation and talk to someone. Maybe not as confidently as most of the other people, but I could at least start the conversation instead of waiting for someone else to start the conversation.
At first, I wanted to join because I wanted to play the snare, like everybody else. But then I got pushed onto the marimba, and then I fell in love with the instrument, so I just kind of stayed.
I stayed in band all these years, definitely because of the friendships. You just build such a bond with those people, and like not seeing them every day, I feel like I'd not be the person I am now. Moving to this school, like it was such a big change because at my old school it was so small and here it's so big. But everyone was so welcoming and I made so many friends.
Like, just keep pushing, like, don't give up on yourself and don't let senioritis get to you, because it is real, y'all. It's real. Senioritis is really real.
The reason why I stayed in band is because there's a certain view that you get when you're sitting with the horn and people are looking at you. And I think it's really awe-inspiring just to be the person people look up to. What I would like to give y'all when I leave is, if there's something going on, tell others. find someone that you can trust and tell them. They'll listen. Trust.
Hi, we're Low Brass. We're doing a kindergarten theme with Fruity Pebble ice cream and a Cinnamon Toast Crunch ice cream.
I do love both these cereals. So
that's a good thing.
they're like two of my favorites. Flavor's not bad. Consistency's a little weird.
So this is hawk-themed ice cream. We have cookies and cream in here, and then we're coating it in white chocolate, and then we have candied eyeballs and cashews to make it look like a hawk. And this is gonna win, because it's tough.
Yes.
Also, Grover supports us, so you can't vote against PG or you're gonna get fired. There you go, happy birthday.
This is
That's
maybe
pretty
the
cool.
best presentation I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. I told him if the ice cream was good, it's gonna be hard to eat. All right, here we go.
It's Moonbeam ice cream, and it's cookies and cream ice cream with marshmallow fluff, and then you can get chocolate drizzle, caramel drizzle, and your choice of marshmallows or glitter. And then you can have your choice of chocolate and caramel drizzle.
Can I have my choice of a spoon? I want to try it without it first because I want to get the ice cream flavor. I gotta try that first and then. Not bad.
Hey, so the sign beside us says brownie bowl bash. That's basically what we're doing. We're putting vanilla ice cream and brownies that we made. And it's really cool. The best ice cream here, right guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you need to be more enthusiastic.
Yes, very good. Yeah.
There we go. It's super good.
It's good. It's good. A little Sunday, brownie Sunday. You want to see it? It's good. Pretty good.
We made it with cream cheese, sugar, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, butter, and
Don't say don't.
yeah. And it's really yummy.
Okay. I'll tell you. Here we go. Y'all stepped it up in the last few years.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's way better than the pink, purple, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
for sure.
Purple
For sure.
vanilla or whatever it was y'all had.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good step up.
Okay, so we are the flute section. I am Jacob. I'm Bella. I'm Edward. And we decided to make chocolate strawberry ice cream. Choco Eclipse.
So what do we got here? Are there brownies in here or something? All right. Strawberries. It is weird with the Pop Rocks. Are they homemade brownies too? I mean, you made them at home, right?
All right, so today we have Candy Crush themes. So we have a whole bunch of, we got gummy bears over there. We got gummy clusters, like little chocolate ones. We have Teddy Graham crackers in there. And we have a whole bunch of chocolate. We have a whole bunch of candy too on top of that. And our poster says Candy Crush-a-phones. Everyone. Yeah, look at it. Beautiful.
I would love some. What do we have? Oh, I can see it's brown. Is that chocolate?
It is chocolate.
What's this?
You want to try one?
What is it?
It's like cherry or something.
or something.
Cherry or something. I like that. Here we go.
So we got chocolate ice cream with, you know, all these selection.
It's not too bad. Oh, I think we have some cheaters. Hey, what's in the ice cream?
Chocolate. Teddy Graham.
I said, where'd you buy it? They just laughed.
Where's the tub it came out of?
They're looking, they're looking for it.
The judges have deliberated, and I have to say, this is, in the last 4 years, this is by far the best ice cream social we've had. The ice creams have definitely stepped it up a notch, not just in flavor and everything, but also your presentation. So congratulations to every group. Way to go, guys. Good job. We're going to actually tell you third, second, and first today. So third place this year goes to the High Brass with their Moonbeam ice cream. Second place this year, and this was really, really close. Second place is the Color Guard with their Golden Hour ice cream. And first place by one vote was the Percussion.
I think my favorite memory of band was probably like the first year we had the ice cream social. I really had a lot of fun getting to know everybody, all the upperclassmen and more of the people in my grade as we like slowly started to get more close.
Well, my favorite memory of band is when me and my section will get together and we'll like go out to eat or hang out at Catherine's house, because Catherine's house is the hangout spot. Or I'll get on Mr. Digby's nerves. I'm gonna miss messing with Mr. Sipes. Mr. Sipes, never grow old, stay 21 forever. I'm gonna miss my handshakes that I used to do with Tucker before every competition or football game.
Definitely like going to state, like going to San Antonio, you know, like getting to go to the Alamo Dome and hanging out with all my band friends.
My freshman year, and after school before practice, I went to Super One with Danny and Matthew, and we blasted Barbie music down the street with all windows down.
There's so many to choose from. Obviously, when we went to state was like the best time ever. Like it was so much fun getting to perform in the Alamo Dome with all of my friends and, you know, just making it to state in general. But also like going to All Region with all my friends. Like I remember one time when we went to All Region a couple years ago and we had to make a stop on the way because Philip had to use the bathroom. And that was the funniest thing I think has ever happened on a band trip.
You find something that you really love, and no matter how hard it gets, it's that like passion and effort that you and everybody else puts in that really makes that commitment something that comes naturally, no matter how some days you might not want to.
At the beginning of part 2, we completely changed the scene. We changed the landscape of the field, moving the stages. We changed the sound. The style is completely different. We set all of this up with a flag solo by Elisha Angel, and then we move into a duet by Jackson Teague and Scarlett Bailey. And we added about 100 counts of body visual into this section of the show. There was a lot of dead time for our wind players, so we added a ton in there with them and our battery percussion. This was really a moment that showcased our front ensemble as well as our guard. It was a really beautiful moment of the show. And then we move into kind of a more upbeat section, and we have Jackson Teague's solo, which, as you know, he shredded every time we played, which was awesome.
This part gives me a flashback to how many times all these poor kids, how many times we practiced moving the props and trying to get our circles perfect as we flipped them around, pushed them up to the 50-yard line, try to meet them perfect, make sure they're so far away from, oh my goodness, the amount of times that we ran that and trying to get it right was, I don't know, if I had $1 for every time, I'd be a millionaire. Luckily, nobody got their finger smashed that I can think of one time. I don't think anybody ever got hurt doing this part right here.
I'll go for my ballad, dude.
No, I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about the stupid flutter that happened, because I was like right here and my drill was messed up. So I was fluttering from behind the band set already. So I had to dodge Valeria, and there were a couple times like her baritone nailed me.
Oh, I remember that.
And then I would be getting to the spot towards the 50, and Scarlett is right behind me, and I can't see her. But all I'd see is a giant tuba bell silhouette, like covering my body, and I just hear Scarlett.
He's right behind me.
Yeah, and then I'd hear Scarlett go, "Move," because I was apparently walking slow.
This is the moment where my heart would be sinking because I was hoping that all the technology would work. All the microphones would have perfect frequencies, and so everyone else is like, oh, I got a breather. I get to just do this visual right here. This is the moment where I was stressing the most to make sure these microphones were working the right way.
Man, this opening of part 2, when we added in the choreography for the woodwind block at the front, that was a tough challenge, but they ended up doing a really great job with that, adding in those chassés left and right and timing of everything, and we did that pretty late in the season.
Okay, when I'm heading back, I had to tell myself to look at the floor. Don't look at the freaking snares coming at you, because I was like, I feel like if I make dead eye contact, this is gonna be real awkward. Because I'm like,
The sticks just like click or something.
My stick bag was always like super loose for some reason on like the things. And so whenever I would march backwards, if I was just not smooth enough, it would like swing and like click against the side. So I'd be like trying to secretly like put my hand down and like hold it, and then still like keep going and watching around and all that. Like,
oh, it's just difficult to even be able to like multitask like that, because for us it's so easy to just like go through the motions and do everything, but sometimes you can just sit there and overthink it, and it's just so difficult having to march, play, do different rudiments, make sure like we're playing in the center of the drum head or for you on the edges, right, in your playing zones, and it's just being mindful of all that. It's amazing. I don't even know how we do it, honestly.
And then like you and me, we were like dudding and like counting for people. And
oh, absolutely.
We had like a few like vocal points where we would come
up
with something.
We add stuff.
Come up with something to fill in the stuff. But I will say, dudding takes the breath out of you.
Oh, absolutely.
I would be dudding during part 1, and then by the end of part 1, I'm already completely out of breath.
Hey, but we got to push through, we got to keep
it
that
was a
intensity
struggle.
going. But
it was a struggle going through,
tough.
because I'm already like...
It's a lot of breath, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've felt that before too. Many times, especially like for the bass drums, you know what I'm talking about? Kind of right in this part, like when we go forward in the formation, just keeping that in time. I mean, crazy difficult, but we managed.
There were so many things that went into getting our setup fixed for the season. The number one issue is that our sound equipment, as far as microphones and our receivers go, completely outdated, and they're not in any way spec'd for what we're trying to do here. All of our stuff is made for like talking into like maybe a lecture hall size room here at the high school, just a small room. And so digging deep into finding what technology suits us best, and it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars. Fortunately, we have some friends, that are doing the same things we're trying to do, that just happen to have some top of the line microphones and receivers, and we were able to borrow their setup for the season. And man, the amount of stress that took off of my shoulders and all the directors that were trying to figure that out. And then the other big issue we had is just calibrating our speakers. We actually hired one of the best of the business, is Mr. Jeff Sheffel, who's doing our sound design and stuff like that, helping us out with our percussion. And we kind of got to using him later in the season, and especially when trying to figure out these speakers. But we had to basically turn all of our speakers way up and then our volumes way down to where we could actually kind of use the power of those speakers a little bit better.
So there was that one day where it was after school, and it was like, it was the middle of August or whatever, so it was freaking hot outside. And we were going up to the turf field in the stadium to test mics. This was like right before a game. And we spent the entirety of ninth period and a little bit after school fiddling with the mics. Mr. Sutton had called a meeting with like a tech guy as well.
Yeah, no, so the sound engineer that we worked with, you know, number 2, number 3, I don't know which one it was, but one of our sound engineers that we had was on the phone with us, and we had Mr. Sutton, Mr. Sipes, me, and then Jackson was on the 50 on like a singular prop that we had to get all this stuff out, like half the front ensemble out, and he was out there playing, and then we had to keep him going back and forth to hear the connection and wherever it would cut out. And this guy kept playing, what was that song you kept?
As I was walking by.
And he wasn't even walking. He was like galloping across the field. It was hilarious.
Oh, and the funny thing is, we spent all this time getting the mics to work, and we were like, yes, they're gonna work. Literally that night at the football game, my mic did not work at all. Nobody heard me. The soloists weren't heard.
We ended up deciding that it was because the band was like playing
It was
over
like-
the connection.
Yeah.
So it was just dying to all of our sound.
I think we changed the set because of that, but it was like barely. I think we just had them like, scooch them away.
It worked out, but that was definitely funny.
The mic still didn't work hardly half the time.
Okay, right through here is probably one of my favorite parts, especially through part 2 of the show if I had to choose, because it's this nice, really pretty ballad that we have, yet we have this really cool, almost hip-hop backbeat sounding thing going on back there. And we're using the ribbon crashers through there like we mentioned before.
So this is our second woodwind feature right here. During the second part, had everybody up close, front left block behind the banners, and they were doing a really great job playing this, performing really well. We had to work a lot on our phrasing on the descending line, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. But the Sparks behind, it was a really cool feature to get to add that in to illuminate and draw the eye of the audience over to them as they performed. And our choreography, the music was so challenging. It was hard to do exactly what our choreographer had written. So we did make an adjustment on that, and it ended up being a really, really big moment there. So really proud of them for that.
No, I always thought it was so funny because anytime, just any point in the show, if there was a mistake that happened, Eden always went.
She had her upset face. Yeah, she was disappointed. She wanted you to know. But then the people who made it be bad, who weren't looking, they would never see.
Yeah,
She
they were
was
never.
upset with them, so. That cymbal moment was so cool. Everybody, that was like the climax of the show because everyone was so hype, and it was one of the grooviest parts because we just go, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
On beat 2, and it went with everything, and it was so cool.
I always loved that hit there. I remember being like, okay, guys, so I'm pretty sure that was a rim shot there, right?
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
we're going to hit this as hard as we can. And so that's what I would do. I would always hit it as hard as I can just to try to sell like the impact.
Another thing with this solo, it's like if you've ever seen me play, I play on a gigantic mouthpiece. It's almost a tuba mouthpiece. Like it was an expensive mouthpiece, but like playing on such a big mouthpiece, it was really hard to play as high as I did in this solo. And I've practiced range a lot more since then, and it's better. But like this show, I had to use a trombone mouthpiece during my solo to be able to play that range. And that's why like the tuning was so hard just for me.
So you're sabotaging us is what you're saying.
It was either that or play everything an octave down.
Didn't you break a head this year from that or something? No? Maybe?
No.
Okay.
I broke a head just because I broke a head. I'm not going to explain why. Digby knows why. Tuning.
Okay.
But
But that might have had
to
something to
talk
do
about
with it.
that.
Maybe hitting that hard, like, got it loose
Maybe.
or something, maybe. Who knows? But anyway.
Okay. So, I need something I want everybody to understand. It's like, there's like stage fright and all of that. When I was doing this solo, but like especially at the beginning of the year, the only thing that I ever thought of was I'm just going to forget the entire solo, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Never gonna know what to do. Okay, but then once I got used to it, literally this show, during this performance while I was doing my solo, I was thinking of an essay that I had to finish for Miss Quinn. Like I got so used to it, and I think that's something cool about these marching shows, though.
Yeah.
Is you get so used to the routine and get everything so memorized when you're it's muscle memory. Like, you're probably not supposed to do that. You're probably supposed to be focused on what you're doing.
I love
It's never
the Pixar movie Soul or whatever that's about the jazz piano guy and he like gets in his groove or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like I imagine that we're out there on the field, like we're playing, we're jamming, and then like Miss Quinn like rips in from off stage and she's like, "Have you done your essay yet?"
I'm like, "No, that's it. Just leave me alone."
But yeah, no, it's definitely a really cool thing, especially like front ensemble. Biggest win of the season was getting everybody to fully perform at this last thing.
It also helped that 90% of your section was seniors.
This also helps, yeah. But like, I remember the absolute grind of pressing against, you gotta smile, you gotta push, you gotta do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the moment, like, it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't do it, it seems like a big waste of time, but then it finally clicked.
No.
And it was awesome.
And you're talking about getting everybody ready. I was so proud of my low brass people because, like, we had so many freshmen this year, and literally all of them were the best. They were all awesome. It's like, just going off of my previous years as a section leader, they were easily the best. They've just done so good, and especially with this show, because it was challenging. It was a challenging show. I don't think it was as in like physically demanding as like Ascension was.
Right.
But like this was a hard show to do, and they did great. All the freshmen did, really. For the most
This, hold on, pause it again. This move right here, there was one time where I can't remember if we weren't far up enough or if the bass drums were too far. But all of a sudden, I could see the bass drums in the corner of my eye, and normally I couldn't. And so I was like, something ain't right. And it was during a rehearsal, thank goodness. But Gunner had to move like our paths were like diagonal of each other. But in the way we were laid out, it was colliding with each other. And I noticed this, and Gunner couldn't see me, like he couldn't see me over his drum. But he started coming close to me, and I just, like, I took one hand, grabbed his drum, and just shoved him to the side. Because I was calling him in, I was like, Gunner, and then just grabbed his drum.
and pulled it?
And I think we kept going. Like, I think we recovered, but that was very scary.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. And I'm just so thankful to the Lord above that we did not have any crazy, ridiculous collisions during any of our performances in public, like our football games. Well, besides that one, remember the rainy game when like 3 people fell down? You remember that?
The very last time we played the show.
Seniors, I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done and for me getting to be a part of your little journey here at Pleasant Grove High School. You guys were one of the crew that took us to the state marching contest for the first time in a long time, and you broke that barrier for us. And even though I know we're upset about the this season, you are constantly going to be a part of the future success of this program. And I think this is my 4th year here at Pleasant Grove, and it's been awesome to to get to know you guys. And the worst part about being here longer and longer is it hurts every single year more to see you guys graduate just because we're closer. And so I'm proud of you. I'm thankful for you, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future. And thank you so much, seniors.
Then we start part 3. Again, have a complete set change. Towers, stages, everything moves. We have Jackson and Ivy kind of do a little duet visually there to kind of mask the stages moving. And then we set us up for our closer, which has got a lot of excitement. Then we set the stage for our tuba feature in the back. We're going to feature all of our tubas up on the stages in the back. That starts with a flag solo by Janice Lockhart. She comes out of the back and kind of resets the visual stage for us, if you will. The build to the end of the tuba feature at the end of part 3 is probably one of my favorite moments of the show. We have color guard doing sabers on the side, flags on the other side. Every section is kind of breaking out and building to this big moment at the end. And then we finish it with another tuba feature. Really just a great moment in our show. Then we set ourselves up for our finale with a flute duet by Addison Fry and Ivy Meadows. Beautiful moment in the show, and it kind of grows back up to our big moment at the end where we push the end of the show. Then we lead to the close of the show. We bring back Gabe and Eldon. We have a duet to close the show, and just a big, huge moment at the end. And I know you guys all remember adding the body visual during the playing at the end. And that took a lot of work, and just such a well done show. And parents of all of our band members, I mean, specifically our senior class who has made it all the way to the end of this journey, I just want to thank you. You know, none of this happens without your support. I know it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of time that they put in and that a lot of you put in helping us as band boosters and all of those things. And so I just want to say a little shout out to the parents and thank you for all you do. And for those of you that still have some years with us, I can't wait for the future, but wanted to extend a special thanks to the senior parents for all the time and commitment you've put in along with your students.
I know you guys remember learning the visuals and doing all that stuff all the time, especially towards the end of the season. But also me and Mr. Sutton and the other Mr. Sutton, we had to learn them too because we had to teach them to you. And I remember we would stay just a few minutes after rehearsal or before rehearsal started, and we would be practicing doing all these different dance moves so we could show you guys how to do them. And I've forgotten them by now, but I did them first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. It was probably the easiest visual to teach because they loved getting to say 6, 7.
This beginning part was super awkward, and there's a part in a second that is like really strange for the marimbas that we have because it's so awkward. It's like on top of itself, like pure accidentals for mallet.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I had to go up. It's supposed to be like a quiet, just weird interjection in the music, but because it's so awkward, I had to go to a higher volume mallet because they're smaller, so I could actually make that work.
This right here is my favorite part of the show. This little fugue entrance where we all got to add in our parts and layer by layer and build and build and build to the big climax at the end of it. That's my favorite part of the whole show. When we were picking music and looking at our shows and everything, when I heard this section, this is when I knew, like, I want to play this one. This is a lot of fun.
This makes me want to make a post in the band app. I'm thinking like, practice your visuals. You know what I mean.
Okay, me and Ivy, because we both had like our weird transition. She's coming from the ladder. And I'm coming
spin
from...
around each
We
other.
did our little dance. That was easily the most, like, I've never counted harder in my life than that part. Because I had literally 2 counts to do each move. I had 2 counts to get off the stage, 2 counts to switch instruments, 2 counts to be back in that little loop. And then we had to do our loop, and I had to look good. I did not.
No, I remember so many rehearsals where Miss Sutton was working with y'all too, and I was frustrated because y'all had to be right behind us, but we wanted to rehearse something.
Look at JJ.
I honestly forgot she had a solo for a second. 'Cause
I
I was like,
forgot
where's
for the most
Janice?
part. I forgot
I was
for
like,
the most
where's Janice? I was like, where is she? And I was like, oh.
Bro, she like the only skinny, tall black girl on the team.
Well, I couldn't find her for a second. I was like, I thought her solo was here. And I'm like,
Oh.
she ain't out yet.
Right.
And then she came out. I was like,
Every
dang.
time I saw it, I only saw her toss. And then
I never could see it.
Oh. Well, I'm like right behind her.
I was all the way over here. And I'm more worried about, okay, don't miss his leg. Don't step on him. Don't squish him. I was like, my foot would hover.
Where were you on?
I think it was a freshman.
Oh.
So I didn't even know him. So I was just hovering my foot above his leg.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Because for some reason, I don't know if it's always been like this, but this year especially, we had so many people gone for so many different things. Yeah. And like all of our drill and stuff just had to get redone.
Before Ross got moved to bass, during this part, we were having to, I don't think we were both on yard lines. I think we were both in the middle of 2 yard lines.
Yeah.
And then Corbin was a tuba supposed to be going back on a yard line.
Between y'all.
And the first move was one of those that is very hard. I think it was an 8-5, but it was still very hard to hit because we were also going pretty fast, and so our feet are moving fast. And there were multiple times where we both almost took out Corbin. We had to move last second, or like one of us would like literally have to turn like sideways because Corbin was hitting his spot. Corbin was doing what he was supposed to do. Me and Ross not so much. It was a struggle to make it there, and then a struggle to try to stay in a straight line while also avoiding Corbin at all costs.
Absolutely, you kind of told off on yourself there a little bit, just so you know. But
I will admit I make mistakes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. It takes a big person to do that, just so you know. So there you go. Hey.
And this is where, Jalissa, Sophie, and me, and I think maybe Carson did it too near the end, but the entire back row and me were the only people who had rests, and we added the most famous visual of the show, which was doing this.
Yeah, demonstrate.
And it was hilarious. But it was a crowd pleaser, I will say. Like,
they loved it. They loved it.
People did. I had so many people walk up to me. The biggest thing they said was, "We love to watch you, and you're so funny, and you're so into it." And then the rest of it was, "What was that at the end of the show?" But you know what? It was fun, and it was senior year, so you know, it's whatever.
I feel like there was a lot of things that were like, it's senior year.
We
just
all said,
go for
I
it.
said, we can do it, but if a judge says something, we'll take it out. Or if Mr. Sutton does. No one said anything the entire season. So we kept it in, and it's right here.
It's great. I loved it.
All I can remember is coming up from that prop and going, don't hit Ivy in the head.
At least you, right?
Well, because we're having to like stab over, and I'm like, okay, don't stab Ivy.
Oh.
Do not stab Ivy in the head. I about did.
Oh, but you didn't. So good job.
Okay, right here was probably the biggest
hardest
I have
move.
ever had to do. I think even DCI would have difficulty doing this one. I mean, what would you say? That would be like an 8 to 10? Something like that? I mean, I definitely think it was a lot bigger than 8 to 5.
I don't
know what it
even
was.
know. I had nightmares about this meeting.
And this whole transition area here, this is very, very much improved from the start of the season. I remember we spent a lot of time working on this expansion set right here before the halftime company front. That was a lot of time spent there to line that up, but they did a great job.
This part's cool. It was so cool. I would always before the directors yelled at me, I was always blasting this part as loud as I could.
I remember.
I loved it. It was so
every
fun.
rehearsal, we would get to the big moments, and there was this one part where Jacob Bowman would go across the 50 right behind me, and he'd be blasting this one note louder than the entire band, and it was the most random note in the chord. It did not sound good at all. It was very foundational, and he was just bah the entire time. And it was so funny.
I think it's cool though, because especially at the end, it's the horn part though. It's Jake is freaking killing it. Because I'm over here and he's over here and I can hear it. And it's just whoa.
He was carrying, but it was always
great.
It was like surround sound whenever
Yeah.
you were passing by.
That's how when I was talking about earlier, there trumpets are around me. That's how it was for me too, because the entire trumpet line was in my ear, and especially Wyatt on the lead trumpet was just straight in my head.
Melt your brain out.
This is my favorite part of the show, the last little push to the end, the halftime thing. I thought the drum part was cool, and of course the trumpet part was awesome. I like that too. And I remember just us staying on top of you guys constantly about just don't give up, push all the way to the end, don't get tired, because here's where we started getting tired a lot of times. And I remember us talking about that all the time, but this is my favorite part of the show.
I really liked our extended choreography at the end through that last hold. It was a really cool moment to see, and a really cool moment for our audience to get to see every week. And I think the kids really enjoyed getting to do that as well, with the just sustained chord they had, getting to do all the movement with it and doing that at a very high level without letting their pitch suffer and letting their tone quality suffer. They did a lot of great job with that. It was a lot of fun.
It's definitely given me kind of a purpose, if I can say that. It was just something to look forward to at the end of the day, or beginning of the day actually. Just marching rehearsals, they were tough, but it's just a place where I felt like I belonged, I was there with all my friends. I was doing something that I loved and doing it with the people that I love.
I think one thing I would have to say is that even though you're gonna have to get up early and it's gonna be hard work some days, it's worth it, so stick with it. Because there's people who rely on you, and you need to rely on yourself to be able to do these things.
Ben has taught me that in order to achieve something, you have to just practice it every single day.
I feel like I've stayed in band not just because of band, but mainly the friendships that I've had with all these people, because I know that I'm not gonna have the same friendships I've had with these people anywhere else.
I would say the big thing is don't get so caught up in the fact that you don't have time to do other things, that band takes up so much time and it's something that is a burden to you. I'd say embrace it, have fun, because as cliche as it sounds, it really does teach you how to be a better person. You're taught punctuality, you're taught how to work with people you might not always get along with, you're taught how to just be a team in general. We, if you don't know, our leadership team, we've had leadership camps, we have leadership meetings, we want, that's the best part about being in band, is getting to create this little team and then do something great together. It's absolutely amazing, and don't take it for granted. And
Never give up on your dreams. I mean, look at me. I wanted to play in, the band, the jazz band. I wanted to do all of these things from someone who had never even touched a musical instrument before, and look how far I've come. If I can do that, you can too.
Hey guys, it's me and Chloe.
we got interview people.
Yeah, we're just gonna go talk to people. Let's go. What's your name?
Lila.
Okay, so which senior in band do you look up to most, and why?
Probably Addison Fry. She's really a big influence on me, and being my section leader, she's taught me so much, and she's made me believe in a lot of things that I didn't think were possible before I came here. And since I came from a different school, it's a big influence on a girl like me.
That was so sweet. Okay. Oh, let's go to TT. What's your name?
Keelan Hall.
Which senior do you look up to most and why?
Addison Kinney.
Okay. Why?
She adores us so much, and they give me all nicknames.
Oh, okay. Oh. What's your name?
Yeshua.
What senior do you look up to most and why?
Kaden Roper, because she's a screamer and trumpet, and she's very good at it.
What's your name?
Kevin.
What senior in band do you look up to most and why?
Kalen Adcock. He's very cool.
What's your name?
Rain.
What senior in band do you look up to most and why?
Eden, because she's awesome and she sets a good role model.
What senior in band do you look up most to and why?
Probably my sister.
Okay, and why?
Because she's a very good role model to me and makes sure I don't do dumb things.
What senior in band do you look up to most and why?
Probably Jackson. Cause he's a wise guy and he's a good person and I know he's really good at band and he's able to keep people in check,
This is Auburn and Chloe, our last area. We're signing out.
Hey.
Bye, guys.
Guys, I'll be so serious with you. I love all of you. I love you so much. Log in. Log in. You did fantastic all these years. I've had the most fun I've ever had ever in my life. That's a lot of evers, so I really mean it. But in order to do what you need to get done, we have to push through together as a team. Never lose sight of that, because if you lose sight of, band around you being this whole machine that moves as one, and each individual person is as important as the person who's struggling the most, and you realize that, then you were able to finally move onward and to do amazing things. I've seen it. Thousands of our seniors have seen it. You can do it. It'll be awesome.